Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, student? Now it's time for us to discuss about the next types of interpreting, that is consecutive interpreting. I hope that this discussion or explanation will give you better understanding about the interpreting. Okay, amongst many types of interpreting, consecutive and also simultaneous interpreting is the main types of interpreting. Mostly interpreting is done both consecutively and simultaneously. And the use of interpreting is to facilitate communication between two people who have different language. So in this condition, then interpreter is very important. So what are the differences between consecutive interpreting and simultaneous interpreting? The first, in consecutive interpreting, it is done after the speaker stops talking. So while the speaker is speaking, the interpreter doesn't do anything except not taking. So while the speaker stops talking, then it is the time for the interpreters to do the job. But in simultaneous interpreting, it is done simultaneously as the speaker is talking. So what is meant simultaneously? Simultaneously means that it is done, it happens almost the same time as the other thing happens. For example, if the speaker is talking about something, then soon after the speaker is talking, then the interpreter do the job. So simultaneously means almost the same time, almost. And then the next is that interpreter use note-taking with the specific symbols. So it is very specific that in consecutive interpreting, the interpreter use note-taking, and they do not use the alphabets, the regular pages of writing, but rather they use specific symbols. But in simultaneous interpreting, note-taking is not used. The third is that it doesn't, in consecutive interpreting, doesn't require specific place or room to do the interpreting process. But in simultaneous interpreting, it requires booth or place to do the interpreting process. So commonly in simultaneous interpreting, the interpreters are put in a specific room or in a specific place. It is called booth. And how about the equipments to do the consecutive and simultaneous interpreting? In consecutive interpreting, the equipments are only pens and paper, and they are enough. But commonly in simultaneous interpreting, the interpreters requires audio device such as microphones and also speakers. And how about the setting of the place when the interpreting is conducted? Consecutive interpreting as usually happens in a court, in a trial, dalam persidangan, or personal meeting, for example, the presidential meetings, for example, between Joko Widodo and Donald Trump. Then consecutive interpreting might be used. But the setting of simultaneous interpreting usually happens especially in conference or in seminar, where the use of both is possible. So actually there are more differences between the two types of interpreting, but you may find it in other sources. And what are the other types of interpreting? So I can mention that there are some more types in interpreting. For example, conference interpreting, whispered interpreting, liaison interpreting, sign language interpreting, television interpreting, and also video conference interpreting. So in this video, I will not explain you about those other types of interpreting, but I will provide you with the material that you may read to understand better about the types of interpreting. So I'll give the instruction in WhatsApp group, and you must read the material about the types of interpreting. I think that's all for now. Thank you very much. That's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.